What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about a more serious topic, and we're just going to jump right into this one. In today's world, most people are being left behind, and they don't even know it. Most people, day by day, year by year, they are slipping further and further down the ladder of society. They're slipping through the cracks in society. And if you fall too far down, you're never going to be able to get back up. Not in today's world. The ladder of financial and societal movement is being pulled up right in front of us. The wealthy, the elites, the top earners, and just wealthiest people in the world, the oldest generation, the boomers, they are pulling up the ladder behind them to financial independence and generating wealth. And if you are not already on that ladder, if you are not climbing that ladder right now, then you are already behind. And that is what I'm here to talk to you about today. Ever since 2020, the entire financial landscape in the West, in the US, and in the entire world has completely changed. With the amount of money printing that has happened over the past couple of decades and continues to happen, currencies all around the world are being devalued every single day. And the wealthy people know this. The wealthiest know this. And they have and continue to position themselves in ways to benefit from it. They hold assets, they hold real estate, they hold stocks, they hold precious metals, cryptocurrency, land, they're business owners, they get tax write-offs, etc. They own significantly the majority of the wealth in the entire world. In the United States, this is the largest wealth inequality that has ever existed in the history of the country. And if we continue on this track, we are on our way backwards to a form of techno-feudalism, techno-serfdom, with the invention of AI in the digital space. Those that are able to capitalize on it, AI and automation, their wealth is going to continue to exponentially grow, and those that get left behind will be left behind forever. Ever since 2020, the top 10%, the top 1% in wealth, their wealth has exponentially exploded, while the rest of us are simply trying to get by month to month and pay all of our bills. And for a lot of us, if you're able to do that, consider yourself lucky. Most people are having to put their bills on credit cards, take payday loans, dip into their emergency savings if they have emergency savings, dip into their retirement savings if they have retirement savings. A new statistic, this statistic is really what has driven me to make this video today. A new statistic has recently come out that has stated that the top 10% are now responsible for 50% of all consumption in the economy. All the buying, everything that's purchased, all of the products, everything that you can go out and buy, 50% of all the sales are coming from the top 10%. And to give you some perspective, what is the top 10%? So I live in the United States. A top 10% earner in the United States has to make roughly $150,000 per year. Most people do not. The average household for a family, the average income is roughly like 70 something to 80 grand. The average individual salary is like in the 60s. That's the average. That's not even the median. The median is the middle. That is what most people are making. And it's even lower than those numbers. So a top 10% earner in the US is about 150 grand. And the top 10% in net worth, which is how much assets you have, how much you are actually worth, is roughly, depending on where you look, about $2 million. I don't know about you, but most people don't have $2 million lying around in their bank account. They definitely don't have $2 million worth of assets. Ever since 2020, ever since the pandemic, ever since this shift in society, corporations, businesses have realized, one, that they can continue to raise prices, and on a lot of instances, people have to continue to pay. So they will, and they are, continuing to raise prices until they reach the breaking point where people can no longer pay. They've also realized that there are a significant number of people that don't need to worry about price. They will pay for convenience. When you are wealthy, when you are in that upper echelon, most people are willing to pay whatever the price for convenience. They're willing to pay to get their time back. Most people don't have that option. They have to pay what they can afford. Wealthy people can pay for what they want. Hence the fact that they are now 50% of all consumption, because the price doesn't bother them. They benefit off of prices going up because they own all the assets. They own all the stocks. They own all the businesses. So as prices go up, they make more money. And on top of that, this is another thing that most people in the US don't seem to realize. If you haven't noticed, we are going through a recession right now. And we have been for a while. Some even call it the next depression. But stock market and assets are at all-time highs. Well, now we live in a world where most of the companies, even if they're an American company, most companies on the stock market have and do business all over the world. A lot of them can, and they are, tailoring their business and tailoring their products to serve the wealthiest individuals all over the world, not just in the United States. So even if you and even if I cannot afford their products and cannot keep up with the prices, they can go and sell those to other people in other countries all over the world. There is an estimated roughly almost 60 million millionaires now in the entire world. Okay, that is 60 million people and their families that they can sell to, not just in the US. So even if you can't afford it and I can't afford it, there is somebody that can. And the businesses now are focused on those people. That all being said, as people continue to get laid off, as the government shutdown continues to go on, as we are now approaching an entire month worth, people have already barely been making it. Most people can't afford a $400 emergency. Most people definitely can't afford a $1,000 emergency. If you haven't noticed, nobody cares. The businesses don't care. The government doesn't care. And most of the people that you walk by on a day-to-day basis don't care either. And that is why I'm sitting here saying Most people are actively being left behind. Their jobs are being taken away, their livelihood is being taken away, and their lifestyle is being taken away. And if you are one of those people, this is your wake-up call right now that you need to get in the game and make some changes. You need to be earning more money, learning skills, saving your money, investing your money in assets, because assets are the only thing that will get you into that top 10%. And if you are not within the next, by the end of the decade, if you have not gotten yourself and you don't have a plan to get yourself into the top 10%, you will more than likely be left behind. Yes, there will be people in the top 25, 30, 40%, but if you're not in that top 10%, those people will just barely be making it. They will be the people now that are already living paycheck to paycheck, etc., barely making it. And then the people that right now are barely making it aren't going to be making it at all, as the bottom begins to fall out around us. Most people are being left behind. I don't want to see you be one of those people. You shouldn't either. This is your wake-up call. And if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. We're dropping multiple videos like this each and every week. And until next time, have a great day and stay blessed.